All right, welcome back to Condone Yourself, where we're here to talk about season 15, episode
14.
I'm Joe. We have OT.
What's up, Bebo?
We have Kelly.
Hey, everybody.
All right, and let's talk about this episode. It's the music video episode.
Blame it on the edit.
Blame it on the edit.
That's what you guys should be doing with my editing skills for this podcast.
I said what I said.
That is the fun. That is such a fun song. And the original video is super fun. If you haven't seen the original video, go find the original video.
Is it the same kind of style or no? It's not.
No, it's just a bunch of clips of like old school RuPaul looking a mess in some of it, and then also looking fab in some of it. Like you could tell that Ru's not great at doing her own makeup because it was like 80s footage, 90s footage. It's so good. Like seeing that video.
I haven't.
Yeah, it's such a fun video. But that new video, oh my god, I can't wait till we get to talking about that.
I loved that original Michael and Janet Scream video.
Yes.
Like, I remember like watching it so many times and then like learning some of the dance move. I was obsessed with that song, with that video. I think that was like too at the height of like when everybody was watching music videos and there was like TRL and MTV had like when they actually showed music videos all the time, right?
Making the video
and like pop-up video
because they did making the video with that. I remember watching the world premiere. It was amazing. Yeah, and I remember learning all the dance moves the first day.
And we'll get into what
I didn't really care for that one.
Blasphemy.
Really? Is it?
Yes.
The top 5 Michael Jackson, is that in it?
Yes. The one time
music videos or
Michael
songs?
Jackson and Janet Jackson do a song together, and that's not one of your top 5 Michael Jackson songs?
I prefer them separate.
Joe's always has to have the contradictory opinion.
Look, it's not my top 5 video or music of either artist. It's okay.
Is it just okay?
It's okay. I'm
wouldn't kick it out of bed.
That's just what I think. That's it.
Sometimes Joe makes me want to scream. All right, well, let's get into the start of this episode, which I don't remember because now it's been too long. But
Lucy goes gone.
Hey, nobody's that sad. None of the girls are that.
No one was sad.
No, they were very proud of Lucy though for finally admitting, that she was in it to win it.
Yeah. Being somewhat honest for a second,
giving a little bit of authenticity.
This whole episode just felt very different because Lucy was gone. So it was just like everybody, there was no like drama or conflict. And everybody was just kind of like, no, you're great. You're great. We're all so great. I'm happy to be in the top 4. This is amazing. So it was just a lot of that, which was fantastic. But I just remember thinking halfway through, I'm like, this feels so different. Then I'm like, oh, it's because I don't loathe someone that's on the screen.
And because there was no weird air of like, when is it gonna happen, right? Because there was always the like, is this going to be the moment that Lucy tells the truth, that Lucy comes clean, and or like, is this going to be the moment that someone says something that sets Lucy off? Like it was so volatile, even though it was entertaining, it was still very volatile when Lucy was on the show. So a lot of that volatility was gone, and it opened up the door for a lot of vulnerability, which is what we saw in the workroom. Like the discussions in the workroom this week to me were so rich, and I thought they were really, really interesting. And the dialogue that they were having with each other was really fun. So I appreciated it.
Yeah. So I like the Tic Tac is it normally the 4 when they do it? Down to the
it's normally 3, 4, 5. The last few years, minus last year, it's been 4, but last year we had 5.
I think this is the first. Well, first, I think Sasha went first, and her talking about doing 3 shows a night, 5 nights a week, and I was just like, it puts into perspective because I feel like most queens probably work that much, you know, especially
if you're a good queen.
Yeah, yeah, and just because you've done RuPaul's Drag Race doesn't mean you're not still working that much,
Right.
and probably more so because more projects and stuff. But that just sounds exhausting, like because 3 nights a week, and you're that's late too. Those are like late nights.
It's not like you're working and you're done. Like, oh, it's 4:30, my day's over. It's
Yeah,
like, no, 4:30 is time to take a nap because I have to
yeah,
be at the club, or it's
yeah.
time to start putting on my makeup. Like goodness.
And then I think this was the first. Was this the first time we heard about her dad killing himself?
Yes,
I
that
don't
it
think that
was
had
for
been
me. I don't think that had came out before.
which it was so sad. And but that, you know, interesting talking about like her getting like him giving everything to her, you know, and like kind of what that did for like the family ties, you know. But God, that was like I was like not expecting that, and I was just like, and it's also I think being 82. I don't know. That was sad.
Yeah, like and that was where I was stuck because like to have made it so far in life and to have at some point like looked around and realized like, hey, I like 82 is an accomplishment in itself, right? Even if you don't think you've ever done anything significant, which is probably not true if you've made it to 82 years old,
Right.
like being that
Well,
age,
made Sasha Colby.
yeah, like being that age is an accomplishment. So suicide always baffles me, regardless, but it's even more baffling that someone who was so close to the end of his life,
Yeah.
would go that route,
Yeah.
and but I know so many people who like to write their own story, and maybe that was his way of doing it.
Yep. Yep. Or, you know, sometimes people, especially at that age, are like they get a diagnosis or something and they're just like, you know what? I ain't doing that. You know, I'm not
Yeah,
going down that whole road. But who knows? That was sad. The conversations are so good.
they are. They're always really
And
good.
I feel like it's one of my more favorite things that they do during the season. Because seems, I don't know, it seems more organic than a lot of the other conversations that
Do you think that for real? Because I don't like.
like not organic, but I don't know. I don't know what it is. Maybe like because Michelle and Rue just seem different. I don't know. It just seems different to me. Maybe.
Well,
Well,
they're
it
on
is
stage
different.
with the queens.
What'd you say, Joe?
They're on stage with the queens. That's
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
versus on the judges panel.
But yeah,
Right.
but also not even just like they are a lot more personable, right? They're not.
Yeah.
It's not like picking you apart. It's not pointing out things. In the Tic Tac lunches is more about exploring who they are as a person,
Getting them
which
to
is
open up.
always interesting. But for me, it almost always feels like Rue is searching for that thing that is going to make someone cry.
Oh yeah. I mean
And
that's for sure true.
yeah, and so like it always feels so scripted in that
Yeah.
regard. Like, girl, stop trying to make people cry. Just have a talk.
She
No.
wants to see that vulnerability
Yeah.
from all of her queens.
And then who came next? Anitra or Anitra? I think.
Yeah.
The only thing I noted about Anitra's like chat was that she grew up Mormon,
Right.
which I don't think has been mentioned yet.
I thought she had mentioned it before.
Oh, maybe I missed it.
Yeah.
I definitely don't remember it earlier, but if Joe says it happened, it probably did.
My
I don't
memory
know. I don't remember a lot of the Tic Tacs.
No, I just know for a couple of things that I noted, basically.
There was a lot of emotion in Anitra's. I remember like watching and going, wow, this is a lot of emotion for Safe. But it was still good.
For Safe.
Yeah, she's safe. She was safe this week. So she had a lot of emotion for Safe. I just think that's one of the best lines ever in the history of the canon
Wait, who
of
said
RuPaul's
that?
Drag Race. Trixie Mattel about Milk in All Stars.
I don't remember that.
Oh my God, yes. So it was the All Stars Redemption runway. So all the queens got to redo a previous look that they had flubbed. And so Milk came out in like this glamour. It was a gorgeous gown. It was glamorous. She looked amazing. And then when she came back and they called her safe, she was completely like flabbergasted. She couldn't believe she was safe. She knew for a fact she was going to be in the top. She looked amazing, and she did. She had an amazing dress, which she did. And she was just in the back crying. And Trixie Mattel famously looks at the camera in the confessional, and she was like, "That's a lot of emotion for safe." Oh my God.
That's good.
It's one of the best lines in the history of Drag Race to me. Like top 5 all time. It's right up there with back rolls. Like one of the best all time.
Anything else from Anitra?
Nope.
The only thing I had noted from Lux's conversation was, which we already kind of knew this, but having her confirm it was great, where she was just like, oh yeah, I literally planned every outfit, whether it was in the workroom, like anytime you're going to see me on camera, that was planned. And I'm just like, she's so smart. Like, you're not going to catch me off guard. Like, I came here to look good the entire time.
and she did.
And she did.
The other thing that I really like about Lux's interview was that she cleared up some of the problematic statements she made about her family, right? Because in the earlier parts of the season, she talked about like sort of feeling like her family didn't accept her and didn't understand. And then after we saw her family in Untucked, you know, when she had the sort of epiphany, like, oh my God, they really do support me. Then when she was in the Tic Tac lunch, she started, you know, retrospectively looking at the way her family had been in her corner and had treated her. And so it was really nice to see that evolution and her not leave everybody with like these question marks, like, wait a minute, you said your family didn't support you, but your whole family was on TV, right? And so now she like went back and like retrospectively said like, oh yeah, I may have missed all of this because I was so busy being in my head. So I thought that was a really nice, you know, sort of chef's kiss for her family, because, you know, imagine being her father and her mother thinking like, oh my God, I've been supporting her this whole time. And then seeing that episode, like, wait a minute, bitch. Like, did you just, I come to all your shows.
Well,
like,
and also
use my
like
sewing machine. Like
spending a whole season hearing everybody else's personal stories, it puts things in perspective about what your life may, you know. So like she probably was starting to feel like pretty lucky. Considering. Yeah. I didn't write anything down about mistresses. Anybody have any?
Really?
No.
In the grand scheme of it all, because Mistress has been so forthright throughout the season, there was not really much new information.
I mean, they talked a little bit about the Lucy stuff, you know, but yeah, there wasn't really like anything like, oh, this is new to me.
Yeah, about her eras. I like when she said, I'm in my top 3 era.
Though she has so many eras.
Oh my God.
In like one episode, it'll be like 12 eras.
Eras are my new thing. Like I've already stolen it. I'm already saying it all the time. Like eras are everything. Eras are everything.
I'm in my bored era.
I'm never bored.
Like, and even during the reunion, it was just like literally in the same sentence. She was like, "I'm in 2 different eras." It's like you're just all over the place. I can't keep up with the eras.
I love the eras. That's going to be one of those things that carries on, I think, forever.
Well, that and like the different gates. Instead of having like just dramatic moments, you now have turned them into like certain gates. And they like talked about those even in this episode in the workroom, where they came to realize that Lux was in like almost every gate.
Which is so funny because she never really and I don't know, Joe will correct me, but I don't feel like Lux ever started any of the gates.
No.
I feel like she just always got kind of sucked in because she doesn't back down.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially to Lucy.
The wig gate, she didn't start it. That was Irene.
Yes.
The metal gate, they were the first team that said we want metal, and then Malaysia's team's like, no, we want metal.
Right.
That, that was started. I will say that she did start the baby gate, the baby.
As she should have, though. That was she was correct.
But it was correct.
But she was correct.
Exactly.
100% correct.
Yes.
And then for the heaven gate,
that was pretty equal.
Yeah, it was pretty equal.
But no, because she actually said heaven first.
I think Lucy said it first.
Well,
and then she's like, I also want heaven, and then they went back and forth. And
we'll just blame Lucy because it's easier.
Yeah. Of course.
It's just easier to blame Lucy.
And then really, like,
the rest of it,
they had the rehearsals, and it was clear that Mistress was struggling.
Yeah, Mistress and oddly Anitra.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Lux and Sasha looked like they had been rehearsing with the dancers for the last 3 weeks.
They immediately, and then they were just adding their own like flair and attitude in it already.
It was amazing.
They're so good.
Yeah,
I wasn't shocked though. I mean, from the Rusical, Anitra had a hard time getting the choreo.
But it wasn't.
And so did Mistress.
But it wasn't just the fact that Anitra wasn't getting the choreo. Like, there's one thing. It's one thing to not like execute choreography, but she wasn't even executing the dance moves well, right? Like it was. It wasn't like just the memorization of all of it at once. It was just like the 1-2 steps. She wasn't even like snappy or executing that well. And she's such a good dancer. And it's like, at the very least, even if you can't put all the pieces together, you can do one of these moves really well, right? Like, you know how to just make your body do this thing. But she looked so uncoordinated. It was very weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I can't see myself doing choreo, but I can dance.
Me too.
But if someone's telling me like do these steps and do it that way, my brain is going to be like, okay, I got to exactly do it this way. I'm not thinking of like, oh, just they want me to go like this and then go like down and then up. I'm trying to do exactly how they told me to do it versus do my own way. It's just it's just a different way of thinking, and sometimes you can't turn that off.
Yeah. And you can see me, like, if I'm trying to do that kind of stuff, you can see me counting in my head.
Oh, wow. That's insane.
Yeah. I mean, Anitra was still trying, but like Mistress does not like to not be good at things.
No.
And so her defense mechanism is to just shut down completely.
Yeah.
And be like, man, I just don't want to, I don't even want to try because I don't want to look bad.
Right.
Basically.
Well, I thought she tried. She was just trying not to break down. She was trying to fight not to break down. Just like, let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. I'm gonna get it. And then they surprised her and said, you know what? We're gonna do it right now.
Yeah. That is wild.
That was wild. Because I don't remember seeing them do that on previous
because usually it's like tonight practice, make sure that you like, whatever, and they give Queen some time to rehearse and whatnot on their own, but not this time, which is crazy.
Yeah, that was insane.
Which I like because it's like we're in the top 4, like sink or swim. Let's
go. Make it work.
Yeah, this was hard. I mean, I think as the seasons go on, the challenges get harder, or the expectations for the queens get harder.
It's $200,000.
It is $200,000. It is. But I mean,
the caliber is just going up and up.
Yeah, just imagine like the season 6 queens doing this.
Right.
It would be a problem. Bianca would have a problem.
Oh yeah, Bianca and Darius. Courtney was a great dancer. Courtney in the door got the choreography.
She might have had a problem with this.
Maybe. Ultimately, they slayed the video. It looked amazing. It gave me everything I needed. I was obsessed because we didn't get to see their personal shots, but we did get to see like the group looks, and I was obsessed with Sasha's Pamela Anderson Lee
Barbed
look.
wire.
Yes, as soon as she walked out, I was like, "Oh my god, that is Pamela Anderson Lee," and I just kept saying it and kept saying it.
Yeah,
and like Chad and Chance are like looking at, was Chance here? I don't remember, but they're like, I'm like, am I the only person seeing Pamela Anderson? And then finally Michelle said it, and I was like, thank you, Michelle. God, I feel like I'm on an island here.
No, I definitely saw it. I never saw one, or did I see Barbed Wire and then just forgot it because it was so bad? I can't remember, but I do remember Pamela Anderson from that movie, and that's what Sasha was giving me for sure, 100%.
Yeah,
and I liked how Lux had a wig that had like little, because the braids look like tentacles.
yes,
Yeah,
like alien tentacles, which I thought was like a really cute touch.
yeah, very nice touch.
Yeah, I mean, so we can talk about. So I did put pictures from the video with their runway.
Oh, perfect.
So we can talk a little bit about like their individual
Looks.
parts and like.
Yes, Kelly. Kelly gets a fan. Yes, Kelly.
So I say we just get into that part. I mean, I don't think there's anything else from the workroom, really, right?
No, we
No.
just some great combos. That's all.
Yeah.
Moving on.
And them like talking about some of their favorite parts, I think, right?
Yeah.
Like best and worst moments, like that kind of thing, right? Let's start with Mother Ru. I love this outfit. I feel like this was a very good, like,
gorgeous.
top 4. You know, we're kind of already to this like celebration mode. So let me like wear my best like gown.
I just want that hair.
The wig is incredible.
It
like
looks like
windblown.
cotton candy. I just want to eat it.
And that big bow on the side. It's just like she does such a good job because the runway like makes stuff glitter so much, you know. And so I think a lot of her dresses have like a glitter aspect to them.
Nice little sparkle.
Mm-hmm.
Sparkle.
She looked incredible.
Yes.
And then it's gonna be short runway today because we're only down to 4 people.
Yes, I'm here for it.
16-4.
First up, we had Anitra, and we can talk about their performance, the runway, and in whatever order you guys want.
This look right here. Let me tell you something. When she walked out, the audible gasp, the scream from my chair, like this is so beautiful. And that blue is like, that's her color. Like how Raja is the purple queen, like whatever, like cerulean blue, whatever the hell color this is, that needs to be her signature color because it just looks fantastic on her. I love the hair. I love the cut of the dress, the fantastic shoulder.
Her makeup is gorgeous.
The makeup, like it's all there. It's all there. Her video look, I was on the fence about. Not because I didn't think she looked sickening, because I do. I think she looks gorgeous. But I wanted her to give me a signature Anitra look. And while I think this is signature-ish, the helmet.
But isn't that what she walked into the
that's what she walked in with, right? But I just think that she's given us so many other stylings that feel more like what I would expect if I go to an Anitra show, you know, with the hair. I just thought the helmet was a nice throwback to the beginning, but also sort of a cop out of like really stamping her style.
I liked the helmet, you know. I think that is Anitra because when we first met her, she knocked it out of the park that episode. And every time I see that helmet, I just think her head is disgusting. So I love that. And then I agree with the runway look. The hair is amazing. I like how this is very Anitra, but it's not like the pantsuit that we normally see.
Yeah, that's true.
And although it turns into a pantsuit, it is a gorgeous gown, and she looks like a Las Vegas queen. So I really enjoyed this look for sure.
Yeah, and I feel like anytime, I don't know, it's very rare that I can think of that a queen does something that's an homage to their heritage and it's bad.
Yeah.
I feel like usually when that happens, it's stunning. Because you can see it on their face that they're really proud, and it's also usually they put a lot of effort into that look because they want to represent accordingly. And I think, I mean, this outfit is amazing. I was on the fence about the helmet too. I kind of like it because the problem I had with, and we'll get into this, but the problem I had with Mistress and Lux's individual looks is there was no like space agey, alien, edgy kind of, and I wanted that for the video. And maybe they didn't have anything with them that really like suited it. I don't know how much they know in advance about what the video is going to be about, but I did like the spiky kind of, like edginess to it. And then it does make her face like pop, and her makeup is gorgeous.
Makeup is gorgeous.
And I'm trying to think, like,
you caught too.
What'd you say?
That's a great photo you caught.
Yeah, and I thought her verse was fun. Yeah,
good verse. Wasn't my favorite, but good verse.
Yeah, exactly. Not my favorite, but like cute and good. And of course, like she's just gonna like use the "walk that fucking duck" as her like trademark.
Yeah, she's gonna become a millionaire from that one sentence.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. She's gonna add that into every single thing. Anything else?
No, I'm good on an each.
All right, Ms. Lux.
You did so good on these photos. Like, bitch.
Lux looks amazing. No surprise here.
No surprise.
I really like her runway outfit. I like how it just seems very like very soft and debutante-esque, which I don't mind at all, but of course dragged up. I really like that, and I love the high slit on it as well. She looks gorgeous. In the music video, I get she didn't look very alien-y in this one, but she did have the antennas in her.
The other look. Yeah.
I like this, and I don't remember everyone's verses, but I just remember I really enjoyed hers.
Because she sang and she rapped.
Yeah, she sang and rapped. And she has some pipes. She has a little vibrato.
Yeah,
and some of that.
Yeah, her voice sounds solid.
Yeah, it stood out to me.
We haven't gotten many like straight up gowns from Lux this season, have we?
No.
So I love that she was, because what was I didn't write the category down, like quintessential drag or but
I don't know. Look,
regardless,
we're 18 episodes
finale extravaganza.
Yeah,
baganza.
We can't look. We have given you all the details all season, listeners. Give us some slack today.
But I do know that she hasn't given us many gowns, and so I thought, of course, Lux, smart choice to just be like, "Bam, I can do this too," and she looks amazing. I mean, and I love that wig.
Damn it, Kelly. I was just gonna say my favorite part of this look is the hair.
Which one?
God, the hair looks amazing.
For the runway?
The runway hair.
Okay.
Yeah, the runway hair. The runway hair is fantastic. I'm obsessed with it. The gown is gorgeous. That asymmetric off the shoulder bustier moment, the super high slit, the shoes, the chandelier earrings, like it all works. Even in this photo where you can barely see the details of her face on the runway picture, her makeup is still popping.
Yep.
Like that is drag.
Yep.
And good job, Lux. Very, very good job. And the music video, I get that she didn't do space age, but I thought that she was still giving me, like a sexy, maybe Judy Jetson sort of vibe here. When Judy Jetson started her little rock band. I dug the outfit. I thought she looked gorgeous, and her verse is tied for my favorite. My two favorite verses. I could not choose between these two people, and Lux was tied with the other person for me.
Oh, and Lux was second for me.
As we said before, Lux and Sasha both were just like, "Oh, music video, I'm on it." And
right,
that was it. Like,
this is all I've been waiting for all season.
Yeah, yeah. They're ridiculous. Those two were ridiculous. This was their time for sure to be like, "No problem."
Right.
We've had to do these other bullshit challenges all the time, and we're good at those.
Now we're doing the thing I came here for.
Yeah. Speaking of Sasha, ridiculous.
Go ahead, OT. Do the fan.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm about to break it. Like it's
Sasha
so
needs her own
good.
fan.
I'm gonna have to get a new fan next season, but this one was a gift from my friend Ryan, who listens to the show.
It's a good one.
Ryan OT needs a new fan.
Too much Sasha.
I'm gonna get fans for all of us next season.
So
condone yourself.
I will say, so I think because Sasha's outfit in the video was this, that's what made me dislike the other one. Because I was, of course, it's like she's giving like futuristic alien goddess that is like kind of evil, like the evil like alien, the head queen of this like evil race of aliens, and she looks incredible. And I think it was Michelle that was like, all of us being like, I'd have sex with that alien, like
that part.
Yeah. And the way she was moving too was very like not human, she just was killing it across the board.
She was mesmerizing in that music video. That's the word. If she were a siren, I'd be drowned.
Yep.
Right? Like it was amazing. She looked so incredible in that music video. Her verse was the words were so powerful.
Yeah.
I just remember as I was listening to them, feeling emotions.
Yeah.
And for me, that's a big deal. Like, I love words, and she did such a great job. And then to come out on the runway in this like ethereal goddess, that hair with the flowers, the dress, like she just looks like both of those look like she came from the sky, one from another planet, the other from heaven. Like, she just slays.
And again, paying homage to her heritage and slaying it. I loved those like arm rings, like the little detail, because it's very easily like without some of those, which are like, oh, it's just a sparkly dress. But the way it was constructed, it's gorgeous. I mean, she's gorgeous. It's stupid. And that elaborate like floral headpiece is killer.
Unreal. It's so gorgeous.
She's okay.
Yeah, C+.
I mean, she's no Princess Poppy, but
Gross.
Joe, anything else to add?
I have nothing else to add.
Yeah, no notes.
Right. No notes. Perfection.
All right, Mistress
Isabel Brooks.
Her boobs alone take up half of this slide.
This gown, that print I wish we had moving video so we could see how that moved when she walked. It was so effervescent, like watching her walk down that runway and watching that move. And then to find out that the print is beaded on and not printed, painted. Those are beads giving like it. Oh my God. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. She looks so good. But again, the con is it doesn't look great when she's standing still to me. But when she was moving, it was fabulous. But when she's standing still, she looks like a pineapple.
That's what I told Corey. I was like, she looks like a pineapple.
Yeah.
I like it. I like pineapples, but she looks like a pineapple. I did not get the cheetah print until someone said it.
Yeah.
Oh, I did right away, but now I can see the pineapple that you said that.
Right. Yeah. Immediately I saw pineapple and I was like, oh, cheetah. Okay, got it. But
I still don't see cheetah.
My initial instinct was pineapple when she first turned the corner. But then once it started moving, that's when I was like, oh, okay, I got it. But gorgeous.
Well, it's dual purpose. She could do cheetah. She could just put a green spiky wig on, be pineapple. Like,
she would be the most glamorous pineapple ever.
Well, what did you two think about her solo look?
Average at best. Like, it was, she looks good because she's beautiful. She knows how to paint. The outfit it wasn't special enough for me. It just wasn't special.
Well, and again, like coming on the tails of what we just saw from Sasha, it's just like not enough, it's good, it's great, but when you're coming after like alien goddess, right? You gotta like throw something else at us.
You gotta really give it to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I agree with, I think, I don't remember which judge said, like, her facial expressions are amazing. And we've already seen some of that in her lip sync battles, that she can really like serve that kind of all different emotions, all different like playfulness to serious to sexy, like all in like 5 seconds on her face. And that really helped her with like her verse and these individual shots, I thought, in the video. Because she did struggle with the dancing.
Yeah.
It was very clear she was not with everybody else.
Truth. Yeah,
but
she was definitely a step behind.
She brought it in her like individual when she could, like in the video, she brought it.
Yeah, she killed it. I think they all killed it in their individual stuff. Like they all looked amazing. They all killed it.
Even those like little moments where they were in like that window or like that little like booth. And then I think Joe and I were talking earlier about Mistress, her funny like spread eagle green screen moment where she was like spread out like a starfish. Anything else about the lyrics?
Nope. Then we what do we have? Then we had the runway, and of course they did their speeches.
But yeah, then there's like the kid pictures.
Yeah.
And then, Ru this whole time is gonna be like, we're sending someone home. And I'm just like, no, you're not.
Right.
Like no one believes.
I didn't buy it.
They really tried to.
No, you didn't buy it last week. So
no, I didn't.
Yeah. Like I don't think anybody's falling for it, Ru. You trying to be like, I promised myself the beginning of the season. Just like...
But I mean, again, if you pay attention to editing, they foreshadowed it when she said, I'm not certain, right?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what I'm like. Come on, girl.
Right.
Yeah, the editors do so much foreshadowing here. But what I was surprised that she still went on and did the winner and a lip sync. That part I was surprised about.
Yeah, because so Sasha won.
Yes.
Which
Lux was second.
Yes. This time we actually had a second. There's no debating it, everybody. What did you guys think about that? I thought correct.
Oh yeah, I thought
that was an easy one too.
That was very easy.
But that put then Mistress against Anitra for lip sync.
Yes.
And
which, oddly enough, was a very even lip sync.
Right. I think if it's like a super up-tempo dancey song, it's a different story. But like I think with that kind of song, more emotional, kind of slower in tempo, plays into Mistress's hands. I mean, Anitra still did amazing, but I think that's what kept it like very equal.
Yeah.
Because we can see what Anitra can do.
Right.
When it's like dance fest, right?
That part.
Yeah.
But it's just so funny. Mistress and Sasha are the two that have never lost a lip sync so far.
Yeah.
There you go.
That is true. Especially thanks to the Lollapalooza.
So I would have been disappointed, I think, if one of them was clearly a winner and it was still like double save, But I do think they both killed it. I mean, I think that was a great lip sync all around.
And I was not going to stay regardless.
That's what I'm saying. But it would have felt I thought that too, but it would have felt worse if like someone was not great and like Anitra swept the floor or someone swept the floor with somebody and they were still like double Shantae. It would just be
right.
Like,
sort of like that whole Jinx Monet exchange thing.
Last year.
Wait, remind me.
Where Monet clearly won that lip sync, and then all of a sudden at the end they were like, because the
based
episode
on the season,
the episode before that they were like, it will all come down to the lip sync, and then all of a sudden Monet destroys Jinx Monsoon, and they're like, based on your track record through the season
on second
and this lip sync, like if it's track record, no one beats Jinx. Two of them couldn't have beat Jinx.
Right. Exactly.
So yeah, but again, right choice, the right call.
Yeah, they all deserve to be in the top 4.
I'm going to say possibly strongest top 4 we've ever had.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I mean, it's really like we were just saying earlier, though, like Joe was saying it's gotten like better and better and better and better. Like every year, it seems like the game gets like upped, and the amount of like pretty No, queens that can like go kind of early, like there's less and less of those, I feel like. The challenges have gotten harder. What they're expecting out of the queens has gotten harder.
So you're really getting the cream of the crop.
Yeah. Yeah, which is wild. And these four and I love again that like I like them all but they're also different.
Very different.
Which is great too. We don't have like 3 queens that are all like pageant queens or all comedy, they're all very unique.
Yeah.
So it's gonna make for an interesting finale for sure.
Yeah, but when I just think of the canon of Drag Race and I look at the people who were in the top 4 at the time they were in the top 4, right? Yeah. Because a lot of these queens have elevated so much, right? Like Alaska, Detox,
you mean since the show?
Yeah, since the show, right? But if I think about where they were at the time they were on the show, not what they've elevated into, I can't think of a top 4 that I would put against this top 4 that this top 4 would not destroy.
And do we know at all is it going to be the same like 2?
No, they said it's going to be like individual lip syncs like last year, and then they will lip sync the final 2.
So they'll get it down to 2 off those first performances.
Yeah. So it'll, Bosco will eliminate herself like she did last year. And then we'll see what happens with the rest of the 4.
Bosco? What?
You don't remember last year Bosco's performance was so bad that there was no way that she was possibly moving forward?
No, I don't.
But she's not competing this.
I know that, Joe.
All right. Let's do can do's and can don'ts.
I'll make this super easy. This whole episode was a can do. I loved every moment of it. Like, it's going to be really hard to think of a condone moment, even though I have a couple things that are in mind. Okay, I'll retract that. Here's my actual can do. Michelle's look. Michelle looked so gorgeous to me on this episode. Yeah. She looked amazing.
She's been killing it.
That the last 2 episodes, I don't know who's been styling her, but keep that person. Her hair, her outfits, her makeup, she looked amazing. I could not wait for them to pan to her or put her on the screen during this episode. She looked amazing. Michelle Visage's stylist is my can do.
Let's see. I think my can do is just going to be Sasha in the music video, particularly that individual. I mean, we love the Pamela Anderson. That was amazing. And her just like picking up on the choreo right away. But that individual look and her verse and how just sheerly mesmerizing it was. Like you could not. She's incredible. So that performance is one that will not be forgotten. I don't think.
Yeah.
Joseph. Broseph.
I mean, Lucy wasn't there.
There we go. That is a can do. That's a major can do.
That's like a cloud.
The cloud lifted. That's what I'm saying. It had a different feel. Well, and I'll go first with the condones because I already talked about mine, which was I wish some of the queens would have leaned more into like futuristic alien or robot or whatever galactic looks. And I think that's just because I think if Sasha's isn't so good, maybe if they were all kind of just like, okay, that's just good drag, I wouldn't. But when she got on that screen, I'm like, well, this is what I wanted from everybody.
Right.
Because it fits so well, and I just feel like Lux and Mistress especially were just in like pretty drag.
Mm-hmm. My condone is not having a villain at the end of the season. Like it's always fun to have somebody
we had enough of that
cheering for. Right. It's always fun to have the one person you don't want to win.
No.
Because for some people, they hate Mistress and Lux. Skinny and white.
Well, none of those people are on this episode on this show, and to all those people, F you. So ultimately, right, like I love having, even though I hate, it's a love-hate thing, right? I love having the villain to root against, but I also like the stress of the final episode, or like the excitement, the anticipation of who's going to win is lowered when you are actually cheering for everyone. Because there's like and like Kelly, you said it before, like I don't care who of these four win.
It's
right?
not good for my anxiety to have like Lucy in the top 4.
But yeah, I like, even as much as I messed with Diabetes last season, it was great having her there because they gave me someone to root against. And I like rooting against people.
I like rooting for only.
So yeah, my condone is don't get rid of all the villains. Like, have a villain in the finale.
Yeah. I realize I do have a condone. I like the fact that we have like all, top 4 diverse queens.
Yeah.
I think we mentioned it a few episodes back, but it's really nice to see, the top 4 all strong, all POCs. It's really nice to see.
Yeah. And all super unique. Like they're all super
unique,
different.
and relatable.
Yep.
My condone.
Is Lux relatable?
I relate to Lux.
I do too.
Because Lux said exactly what I was saying about Lucy's non-Beyonce baby bump.
Oh, that was bad.
I was like, yes, Lux, that's exactly what I said. So with the condone, I'm really displeased and disappointed that there was no puppet show.
They didn't do a puppet show.
I really enjoy the puppet show. I don't know if MTV cut it because they're just evil, but I really wanted the puppet show, and I am super sad there was no puppet show.
Yeah.
Now I'm sad because I didn't think. I thought about it when the episode was happening, but I didn't think about it after. Yeah.
But I will say the reunion show was great because they showed the unseen edits of the reading challenge.
Right.
And that was fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very fun.
Yeah. But you're right. That was, and I forgot about that until you just said so. But yes, that's one of my favorites too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boo. All we got was Mistress's shoulder puppets.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I guess we did have puppets this season.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mistress. Thank you.
Yeah. Anything else?
And Callie. Nope. I think we covered it. Thanks, everybody, for joining us on Condone Yourself. Please be sure to tune in again to our next episode where we will discuss the reunion special. Is it?
No.
Will we discuss that?
No, we'll discuss the finale.
We'll discuss the finale. Tune in next week when we'll discuss the finale. Because the reunion special was just the Lucy and Mistress meeting.
Yeah. Listen, if you listened all season, you know our thoughts on everything that happened in that reunion.
We're not missing anything.
Wait, the one side note, we're not going to talk about the one side note I'll say about the reunion that I want more of in future Drag Race is the moms coming on and throwing shade.
That was fun.
Because that was cracking me up, and them like lashing out at people for like coming at their daughters. I was dying. So
the moms have more personality than the daughters.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if the one thing that I really noted that I thought Joe would enjoy if he caught it on the reunion special was the intros of all the queens. Princess Poppy said, "I'm quitting drag. You're welcome." And I was like, Joe is somewhere extremely happy.
Look, let me tell you, when she pops on, how I don't see her, it is remarkable. I was like just sitting like I was sitting and watching it with Corey, and then there was someone behind the twins. I was like, who the hell
Princess
is that?
Poppy.
Who the hell is that? And Corey's
like a hologram.
That's Princess Poppy. I was like, it is? Like, had no clue.
Yeah, that
outfit I missed her in the whole intro.
It was so pedestrian. It was terrible.
Well, she was supposed to. I think she was trying to look like Rebecca Glasscock.
No,
that's what they said. She was trying to look like her when she walked in the workroom in season 1.
Oh well, it was that bad. So
yeah. But Rebecca Glasscock is gorgeous, beautiful.
gorgeous.
I hate to say it, but
gorgeous. As a boy and a girl, gorgeous.
Yeah.
Princess Poppy got that look at Kohl's. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, it was at Kmart, and Kmart is closed. So it is bad and it's old.
Well, don't forget to follow us, everyone, at Condone Yourself Podcast, Instagram, Facebook. Nope, we're not on Facebook. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube.
We're too hip for
follow,
Facebook.
Subscribe.
Wait, is TikTok even allowed in some areas?
Not yet.
Not anymore. VPN, kids.
They're working on it. Wait, did they completely ban TikTok?
No. The committee pushed it that it can be like voted on, but it'll be a long battle. Yeah. Who knows what will happen?
Well,
but anyway, for now, you
watch us. We're not banned. Not yet. We're
not
working
yet.
on it.
Not yet.
They're trying to come for the TikTok and the drag queens and the trans people, but
maybe we should move to Tennessee.
Can't have us
get banned.
Yeah. What'd you say, Joe?
I said we'll move to Tennessee and then we'll get banned.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Our ratings will go
the
up.
Three of us are illegal in several different ways at this state.
That part. We'll be illegal in Florida soon.
I guess we're very threatening.
Yeah.
We're grooming your children with our talks about fabulous gowns.
Yeah. I was groomed. I was groomed to be straight.
Me too.
Same. It didn't work. Grooming is a failed tactic.
They tried hard.
It seems to work with the clergy, though. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it.
Seems like there is a threat to our children after all.
It's not us.
Right. I've been watching what's that show on NBC, To Catch a Predator, my entire life. Never seen them catch a drag queen. Yeah, I said it.
Not even Sherry Pie.
And on that note, have a great evening, everyone.
Sherry's gonna be quiet this whole controversy.
Better. She better. Okay, you shut up.
I got nothing to say.
Good. Chirps, crickets.
Oh my.